What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another War Thunder video. Today we're doing some post-commentary on a game I had this evening. I had a pretty good game. I've been trying to get some footage for one of the Shermans. This is the M4A3 76W. This is a battle rating 5.7 American medium tank. I played this a couple of times in the previous patch, and I decided to at the launch of the new patch, I decided to delete all the old footage and just start fresh. That way we got all the new sounds, the new graphics, the new sound effects, everything new, so that nothing's out of date, and we are starting fresh. Today's map is Sinai, one of my favorite maps of all time, but we have the battle version. So this is kind of this is not one of my favorite versions of the map, but you get what you get, right? So my approach is to use the Sherman as a flanker. After all, the Sherman, while it does have a lot of very good qualities, it does not excel in its armor. And so I want to use its mobility and its firepower to get around this flank and, if at all possible, shoot the Germans in the side. We are in a full up tier to 6.7 against the Germans and the Italians, and I still haven't found anything to shoot it yet, which is shocking on this flank, because there's almost always something here. Got an ally behind me. Alright, we got some backup, so let's push on up. Let's see if we can find ourselves some trouble. Always make sure to check these corners, because you never know if something small is going to be hiding in there, ready to ambush you. There's a gun barrel to my left. You might see that. It's an 88mm. But we got another issue here. RE251. I completely overshoot that, but he's completely oblivious to my shot. And we've... I mean, what are you going to do when the RE251 just sits there in the middle of nowhere? You got something, buddy? There you go. Let's get up here and take out this 88. Yeah, it's a Ferdinand. Nice soft target. Gorgeous explosion. I love those new fire effects. Push on up, and we got some more tanks. Yeah, a little shooting gallery here. We got a Panther, and behind him is a Tiger II with a 105. Shoot him in the rear turret, blow him up, and I hear something to my left. I mark it on the mini-map, and as it turns out, I marked my T-34. Unbeknownst to me, he decided to continue along the flank. Yeah, I never said I was the brightest person. Oh, sometimes you feel like an idiot. So before I push up, I decided to scan the horizon, and I don't see anything over there. I saw a tank over here. It was a Panther II, as it turns out, but he's dead. I hear to my left that the T-34 is involved in some sort of fight. So I figured I might push on up, but of course I don't do so without checking the distance over there by B. And I don't see anything. Just some rocks and debris. As I push up, I find another vehicle, a Panther, who is engaging the T-34. Now, I didn't recognize that the T-34 was marking the map or anything, so I don't know what was going on there, but... Anyway, we got another vehicle here, just on the other side of this hill. Pop a shot into him. It's a Jag Panther. He's got a breach that's down. We push out, and we get shot from our left. This was a big mistake. The vehicle that hit me is a German Walker Bulldog firing Heat FS, and he's the same player that was in the Ferdinand a minute or two ago that we killed. So he's back looking for blood, but he's not alone. They took out the T-34 heavy tank that was flanking with me, and he is aided by a Panther and another RE251. So we've got 3 tanks up here, and there's the Walker Bulldog trying to get a shot on me as I'm repairing. mark it on the mini-map. I can hear another engine over here. I'm not going to worry too much about the Walker Bulldog. Instead, I'm going to push out towards the RE251 who has pushed me. We both miss our target. He just got a glancing blow off my hull and turret. I call artillery on the Bulldog, hoping to kick up some dust and maybe do some damage, but really I just wanted to blind him. Push the RU, take him out. Look to my rear, and actually the Walker Bulldog has not chosen to pursue me. I don't know if it's because I kicked up so much dust with my artillery, or if it's because he saw an enemy, you know, one of my allies in his area. Either way, I am now surrounded by friendlies. I mean, sure, two of them are PT-76s, but you get what you get. I will take whatever help I can get. The Panther, meanwhile, pushes out, and the PT can't get a shot on him because the Panther is below this hill. So I push out and pursue him, but he's ready. He's got guns right on me, and I can't push out safely. But the PT, he just goes out there with balls of steel. I swear to God, I don't know how that worked out for him. He must have been firing heat fast, because there's no way the stock APCR would have one-shot a Panther, I don't think. I was honestly dumbfounded when that worked out for him. I thought for sure he would have been absolutely annihilated. I'm waiting for something to respawn. There we get a vehicle that pops up. I'll ping him on the map, but I'm not able to get a clean shot on him. Reverse on this is not very good. And actually, I want to get out of this area. Truth be told, we've got a problem on our left spawn with the mini-map. There's an anti-air that's near our left spawn. And here's the German Walker Bulldog, who was actually ready to shoot me, but I had an ally in a M36 who came out and shot him just as he was getting his crosshairs on me. So the M36 actually saved me. The Bulldog was in between those rocks still for quite some time. I actually went back and watched the server replay, and the Bulldog wanted revenge on me. There's no doubt about it. So before I push out, I decided to just glass over the horizon. I can see that my teammates are engaging people on that ridge line, as well as over there by that flank, over by B1. But I just can't see them from here. I would eventually make my way towards the middle of the cap. They would deal with those guys in our spawn and on that flank. And I would just push up, looking to spot whatever I can find, and there's a Fiat on that little rock, and my shot was just simply too low. And my tank right now is hurting because I don't have a full crew anymore, because that Walker Bulldog which shot my crew. This worried me right here, because the airplane comes in and strafes me. I push up, trying to knock down these tents so that I could just get through here as quickly as possible. So I know I'm marked on the mini-map, and yet this Yak Panther is completely oblivious. You should have seen me on the mini-map, my friend. That's completely on him. All you have to do is pay attention to the mini-map. You had an airplane strafe me. I should have been detected on the mini-map. And this is one of the biggest tips that I can offer to anyone, is to pay attention to what's going on your mini-map. By default, the mini-map is rather small. I enlarged mine. There was a setting somewhere in the options that allows you to do that. I would make my mini-map even larger if I had the option. I'm pretty sure it's as big as it can go. The T-34-85 that was behind me just died to a Tiger. Now, I'm pretty sure that the Tiger is down to my front, just on the other side of these rocks, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm just scouting the area, seeing or making sure that there's nothing else over here. We have teammates that have flanked around towards that B1 area, you know, on the far flank. So I'm pretty sure that there's nothing over there. I'm just waiting for confirmation, and sure enough, a teammate behind me marked the map on the other side of these rocks, so I'm going to push up and work my way towards that tiger. But always scanning your surroundings. Well, I thought I saw something here on the horizon. It's just a block of something. I can't tell what it was. It's just an assortment of bushes that were not properly rendering in. The tiger has gone down, and so I take out the whirlwind, which is sitting there. And again, I'm on edge because for me, only one of the bushes is rendering at this distance. It's not until I go into binocular views that they actually start to render. There's a Panzer 4H that spawns in. Take a shot at him, but he's protected by spawn protection. And my reload is just awful. This is one of the reasons I dislike the battle version of maps. Is you only have one cap point to go to, and it's quite often a long distance away from the action. So I don't want to go back there. I want to stay up here. I want to stay in the fight. I want to rack up as many kills as I can. And while I'm doing that, I'm noticing on the kill feed, VFW has killed 1 or 2 vehicles on our team, and yet there's nothing here in the middle of the map. There's nothing on that flank that my teammates had gone around. So where is he? So I asked the team in chat, where's the VFW? And they still have half a dozen players on the enemy team left. And eventually one of them does ping the map over here on my initial flank side of the map. And sure enough, get in binoculars, and there are 3 vehicles. There's the VFW, a Fiat, and an Austin 2. And he's finally taken notice of me. But those aren't my biggest concerns. See this guy? There's a Panther all of a sudden just pops up out of nowhere. And he's pushing me. He's decided to take a shot at me, but you saw that I angled my turret a little bit, but I bounced my shot, and here's where we get an issue with the reload. Those dead crew members are coming back to haunt me. I've only got one shot. Gotta aim for the turret ring. Perfect. I don't think I could have dealt with another missed shot, another bounce. It's either going to have to be the turret ring, or it's going to have to be the cupola. The Panther's mantlet is just too trolly. I could have swapped over to APCR, I suppose, but that just prolongs your reload. You know, if you're already in the middle of a reload. So I figured the turret ring was the best option, considering. The VFW went down. I believe the Fiat went down as well. The Austin 2 is still alive, and he's being marked by my 2 heavies that are over there. I can't see him until he eventually pokes out. He was behind one of the rocks. So I shoot him in the engine to make sure that he can't get around and flank any of the heavy tanks. Certain heavies are susceptible to being shot in the tracks and in the side of the hull, so I figured if I immobilize him, there's no chance of that happening. Now, Carnarvon, thankfully, has more than enough of a gun to take down the Austin 2. So we got another kill assist. We're up to 3 kill assists and 11 kills. So far, we're doing pretty damn good. But most importantly, we're actually winning. We have a teammate on their cap circle, so we're finally getting control over that. But it's going to take a while. You know, the battle cap circle turnover, it takes a long time. And because of where it's positioned, people who are respawning can very easily kill whoever is capping. So that's another issue that I have with this game mode. But we're not quite done here yet on the kill assist. a Panther is going to pop up over here on my right side. They've only got a couple of guys left. My teammate, my auto squad mate, my green guy, he's going around on the far flank. He's going to get himself a kill here in just a second. Here I see a Panther. Try to shoot him in the back of the turret, but I aimed a little bit low. Just set him on fire. The Panther sees me, turns his turret towards me, and that gives my teammate an easy kill because he's distracted. I wasn't able to reload fast enough to get a second shot. It's a good thing he was there because I don't know that I would have been able to bounce that shot from my Panther. I probably would have needed him to overshoot me. So this is the conclusion of the match. I'm in the cap circle along with my teammates. An enemy SPA has spawned in, and we're trying to machine gun him. As soon as he's vulnerable, I'm gonna kill him. There we go. There's my 12th and final kill. And now I'm just hoping that he doesn't respawn. I mean, he spawned in an SPA. How many spawn points does he have, right? Don't spawn in. He's got 3 kills, 4 deaths. Shit. I mean, what am I supposed to do at that point? The Sherman, as good as it is, it doesn't have smoke grenades. I don't remember if it has smoke shells now that I think of it. Maybe it does. Maybe I should take some smoke shells. I'll have to look at that. Anyway, we managed to get 12 kills, 4 assists. We did die at the end. And we got as many medals as you can count. But we did unlock an additional camouflage. If you're thinking about using a Sherman, make sure you use your mobility. It is one of the best assets of the vehicle. It doesn't have much for armor, as you saw here, but it has a punchy gun and pretty good mobility. Even the heavy German armor couldn't stand a chance against a flanking Sherman. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, click that thumbs up button. And of course, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Take care guys.